What's going on, guys? This is Yasin, and we just got some new DARKLORD cards in Burst Protocol, and I will say this. Usually, every single time Konami announces new DARKLORD support, it's always, what's a politically correct synonym for garbage? Garbage. There's no other way for me to put it, honestly. It's always, like, absolute, utter trash. It's unplayable, but yeah, hopefully this is good, because they really need it, honestly. They've been irrelevant for way too long. But yeah, smash the like and subscribe button. Anyways, this card right here is DARKLORD Gulgalta. Got no idea what this means. Let's check it out. Aramaic word meaning skull. That's interesting because Aramaic is like the language of the gospel. And in case you didn't know, Dark Lords are a reference to fallen angels, which is a concept that only exists in Christianity. Obviously, the gospel is like the sacred book in Christianity, so that's really cool. Really nice reference out there. So shoutouts to Konami for that. Maybe I'm overreacting to this. Anyways, Dark Fairy, level 6, 2400 attack, 800 defense. You can only special summon this card once per turn, just like all the modern Dark Lord monsters. And then you can only use the second effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is special summon, you can special summon 2 Dark Lord tokens, which are Fairy, Dark, level 6, 0 attack, 0 defense. And then you're locked under only being able to special summon Fairy monsters for the rest of the turn. So I don't think this should be an issue, because Dark Lord is the kind of deck that doesn't really need to like spam the extra deck in order to do anything. And if Beatrice ever gets unbanned, which is most likely not going to happen without an errata, you could actually summon it under the lock, because this is a Fairy and it's a level 6. And the fact that it's a Fairy is irrelevant, but you get what I'm trying to say. Anyways, if this card is sent to the grave, you can add a Dark Lord card, or a forbidden quickly spell from your deck to your hand except itself. This is so good. Now it actually turns Uko back into a 1-card starter, but also it means that you can search Forbidden Droplet, which obviously if you didn't know, forbidden cards are correlated to the Dark Lords. You can even see, like, I think it's Dark Lord, is it? Yeah, Dark Lord, yeah, Condemned Dark Lord on the artwork of Forbidden Droplet, and honestly the artwork of all those cards are just absolutely stunning. But yeah, being able to search any Dark Lord card whenever this card is sent to the grave. Clearly, the goal is to like use this card, use this effect as often as possible on your own turn, on your opponent's turn, every single time. Yeah, this is a really good card, extremely good card, and you get so much value if you go like Eggshell, pitch this card, draw 2, and then effect a search, and then you can search like the Monster Reborn, revive back the Eggshell, and then copy the effect of like the what's the name of the card? Dark Lord Contact. And then you can revive this card back, and then like, special summon 2 cards. It's insane. And also, like, you still got, like, 5 cards in hand. Huge fan of this. Fantastic card. Anyways, oh my god, I just realized. they mentioned, like, the explanation underneath. Yeah, Golgotha is more commonly known as Golgotha, and is the location where Jesus Christ was crucified. I didn't know that. Okay, cool. Anyways, Dark Lord Jehuti. Another word I have no idea about. Actually, hold on a second. This time, they probably explained it here. Egyptian name of the god most commonly known as Thoth, who is heavily associated with esoteric magic and alchemy in the Western traditions of magic. Okay, so in other words, it's a sorcerer. Probably a bad guy. Anyways, first and second effect once per turn. If this card is normal or special summon, you can special summon a Dark Lord monster from your decking defense. Holy crap, this is insane. Also, you cannot special summon for the rest of the turn except fairy monsters. Okay, this is really good. really good. You can go normal effect and then special summon Uko back, and then obviously send whatever, and then you got like 2 bodies, and then yeah, that's insane. Really good card. It's just another starter, and it gets its effect on normal or special summon. Anyways, if you control a Dark Fairy fusion, you can banish it from the grave, then target a Dark Lord card or forbidden quickly spell in your grave, add it to your hand. Once you use like contact or banishment, you can get it back, and then it can be like discard fodder. But the issue is that those cards are once per turn. That's what pisses me off. Would have been so cool if it wasn't, but whatever. Not the end of the world. Okay, this is Lucifer, Dark Lord of the Evening Twilight, Dark Fairy. First of all, insane name, insane artwork. And yo, am I the only one who thinks that this is kind of like Fallen of Albaz in disguise? I don't know. Maybe I'm on drugs. I don't know. Maybe I'm just seeing things and hallucinating, but it does kind of look a little like Fallen of Albaz. I don't know. Anyways, Dark Fairy fusion, level 12, 3000 attack, 3000 defense. 2 level 6 or higher Dark Fairies. Okay, so the tokens that you're summoning, they're not useless. You can actually use them as fusion material for this guy. And it's not like super hard to summon at all. For a level 12, this is a joke. Actually, I think this is easier to summon than Morningstar, right? Oh, hold on. The first Dark Lord, that one is 3 Dark Fairy monsters. So that's nice. First and third effect once per turn. If this card is fusion summoned, you can set a Dark Lord spell and a Dark Lord trap from your deck. Oh my god, this is insane. You can't Ash this card, and it's also really good under duel. Your opponent cannot target this card on the field with card effects. Okay, fantastic. You can't Veiler or Imprim this card, and it doesn't lose to Ash or Drool. Ridiculous card. Really, really good. Quick effect, you can pay 1,000 life points, then target a Dark Lord spell or trap in your grave, apply that target's effect when that card is activated, then shuffle that target into the... Okay, so that's the classic Dark Lord effect that a lot of cards have. Very good card. So, yeah, huge fan. Oh my god. Wow, Dark Lord is actually worth playing as a fusion deck now. I don't know if, like, you can maybe... Again, sorry for my throat, by the way. I don't know if, like, I'll ever get cured from that, but I don't know if, like, you can combine maybe Dragon Tail with, like, this deck. Probably not. I know it's not spellcasters or dragons. Unfortunately, would have been so cool, but maybe branded Dark Lord. That could work, maybe. Anyways, the last card is Dark Lord Pleasure. I feel like a lot of cards are related to that. I mean, it's also... Yeah, the Desire Eggshell. Eggshell is like the succubus, so it's like the Dark Lord that like represents like lust or something. And there's also like Dark Lord Temptation or something. Yeah, Enchantment. Oh yeah, that's true. They changed the name. Yeah. Anyways, activate once per turn. Fusion summon any Dark Fairy fusion from the extra deck. Okay, any of them, but obviously we're just really trying to summon Lucifer. And then by banishing its materials from your hand, field, and or grave, and if you do, it gains 1,000 attack. If summoning a Dark Lord monster this way, you can also use Dark Lord monsters your opponent controls as material. The reason why this part of the effect exists is because, hold on a second, what is it? Indulge Dark Lord. That one, what it does is on normal or special, you take 2 Dark Lord monsters from your hand or deck with different levels, except itself. You summon one on your opponent's field, and then you add the other to your hand. So the fact that you can get a body on your opponent's field, it can actually be a good thing for you, because now you can fuse it as a material, but then like when you're banishing the material from your opponent's field, you're not really getting value off of it. Like if it's discard, then it's not gonna trigger. It would have been cool if this card if this card is sent to the graveyard or banished, because now like the monster that you're giving to your opponent, but now it's like whatever, you're just summoning a card so that you can fuse with it. Maybe there's a card that actually helps the opponent when it's like summoned that has a mandatory effect, but I really doubt it. I don't think there's anything. I'm going through all the cards right now. There's pretty much nothing that you really want to give to your opponent that would help you out. It's more like I don't really mind giving this card to my opponent because I don't really care about like the drawback. But yeah, you're trying to give like the small monsters, and if this is a mirror match and you give a monster that has an effect on summon, it's not gonna go well for you. So yeah, just watch out for like the Indulge Dark Lord. But yeah, this card is clearly supposed to work with it, and I think Indulge Dark Lord is like the baby version of Eggshell. I think I'm probably wrong. Maybe it's like a fusion of like Eggshell and like Condemned Dark Lord, or maybe like a teenage version. I don't even know. I have no idea. But yeah, this card's pretty cool. The artwork is yeah, let's just keep it at that. The fact that the monster you summon gains 1,000 attack means that Lucifer is gonna have 4,000, and again, 4,000 attack can't be targeted by card effects. That's pretty scary. Not gonna lie. That's a really good effect. I mean, really good, like, set of characteristics. You know, 4,000 attack, 3,000 defense can be targeted, sets a Dark Lord spell or trap, and copies the Dark Lord effects. So you can use, like, enchantment twice. You know, steal 2 monsters your opponent controls, but it's until the end phase, but, like, you know, whatever. It's not the end of the world. There's also, I mean, some of the other Dark Lord cards are actually shit. Like, Uprising, I'm pretty sure is bad. And then Dark Lord Descent, not the best. Rebellion is fine, but it's just, like... It's really expensive to destroy a card on the field. Like, nothing targets, though. That's a nice part about it. And then the Sanctified Dark Lord. It negates the effect and then gain life points. Who cares, bro? It's, yeah, you know, I'm not trying to gain life points. And either way, you got the link too so that you can gain life points. So, really don't need that. But yeah, you guys let me know how you feel about these cards in the comment section below. I think they're pretty nice. I mean, this card is insane. This card is insane. This card is extremely good, and this card is like a one-of, but it's a good one-of. You know, it's a one-of that you're going to be going through pretty much every single time. It's just like, I don't really think that you're trying to like physically open with this card, because if you don't already have like the materials, then it's not really doing anything. And also like the bonus effect, I think it could have been a little better, unfortunately, but whatever. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.